What's going on, people? Welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 5, and in today's video it's a Wheelspin video. I get to try and see if I can build something on, most of the time it's going to be a budget, that a random wheel decides. I should decide to use a different wheel just so I can see if I can spin it on the actual screen, because I feel like the whole process is kind of lost when I just go ahead and I try to spin the wheel that we had before. And basically, I couldn't spin it on the actual screen because it was just really laggy. I don't understand why it was really laggy, but we'll try this one. I have a new one. It's very similar, obviously, with the stuff that's on it. It's still there. The rock crawling, the drifting, drag racing, for rally, cross country, and for regular racing. The things are still there, right? But, again, I want to try to see if I can spin it on the screen. Also, if you're not sure what's going on in today's video, then keep watching. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, also huge thing, again, the competition is still going on as this video is being uploaded. I'm pretty sure on the 8th or the 7th, I think it's the 7th of June. You guys actually have 3 more days. It actually ends, the first leg anyway, the S1 submissions will end up ending on the 10th of June. So for anybody that is still waiting to send their submissions in, go and do it now. Again, go watch the video for more information on it. The link will be down in the description box below. But basically, yeah, your submissions have, or you still have like 3 more days to submit your runs. And then after that, obviously, I think we're gonna end up going through all the runs in a separate video. So, I think we should get started with this wheel spin. So, what I'm gonna end up doing is, let's spin the wheel first, okay? So the wheel comes first. This is the wheel right here, and let's press the button and see. This is also very laggy. I don't know why. Is it just because it's on Firefox or what? Why is it laggy? It's either drifting or rock crawling. I think it might... Okay, I think it's a drift build. Why is it so laggy? I don't understand. It probably is just because I'm recording. It probably is just because I end up recording. Okay, cool. Well, that's what our build is for anyway. Yeah, it's weird. I think it's just all of Firefox is just really laggy when I do that. So, our first build is going to be for drift building. Now, I end up spinning the wheel spin here, and whatever car I get, I have to build for drifting. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's something front wheel drive, if it's whatever. And of course, I need to do it on a budget, which I'll end up deciding it afterwards. So, fingers crossed we get something interesting. S15 would have been so easy to do a build on. Even the STI would have been an easy build. Oh, don't give me the JC. Actually, if you give me the JCW. Wait, it's a G65 in this game? I thought it was a G63. Wait a sec. Wait, that's one thing that I never knew. What a... Really? Was I the only one that thought that the... Is it Mercedes-Benz or is it Mercedes-AMG? I think it's Mercedes... It is the 65. What? How did I never know about this? Boys, hand on heart, I never knew that we had the G65 in this game. You have no idea how rare this car actually is on the roads. Yes, the G63 is everywhere. Like, you see that all the time. Well, not all the time, but you see it a lot more often than a G65. What? The 65 is the V12. It's got a 6-liter V12 in it. It doesn't have the what is it? Like, the newer ones have the 4-liter twin turbo V8s, and then the older ones had like a 5.5-liter V8. So I think the even older ones had the 6.2-liter V8s. Weird. So weird. I never knew that we had a G65 in this game. Was it always like that in all the other Forzas? I genuinely don't remember. So weird. Alright, anyway, let's just keep spinning, because apparently we're not getting anything in terms of cars. Come on, game. Give me something good. Ooh, RS Evo. Even just a regular RS Evo, not the Hoonigan, would have been sick. Caterham would have been really good, because I'm pretty sure that's like a meta car now. A Grand Cherokee tracker. Oh man, really? Okay, what is our budget for building this thing then? 90k? Okay. I'm a little disappointed with our selection, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really happy with getting a Trackhawk as our build. I have 4 of these and I haven't used a single one of them. So weird. Is the normal, right? Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, so... I mean, the power's already there. It's just it weighs a lot more. I feel like we could build this thing quite nicely. I think with 90 grand I can also rear-wheel drive swap this thing. So we can make it more authentic and better. Yeah, I'm not even going to drive this thing stock. I'm sure what's the point. What is the point? Okay. Well, since it's an American car, we know that this thing can drive in a straight line, and that's about it. What can we do to it? That is the question. That is just disgusting. Definitely not doing that. That is also disgusting. And yeah, not doing that. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so since I'm building this thing as a drift car, we obviously need some better tires. I'm not going to keep the stock tires on it. The snow tires are very good for just drifting normally, right? Especially if I'm building something for rear-wheel drive. Drag tires are good if you're building something for, like, you know, actual competition. And you're trying to build something for drift zones specifically. But I'm building something rear-wheel drive. Snow tires are the way to go. As for the wheels, surely we'll have to change these, right? Surely. Some massive wheels. I was thinking of putting either some ADV ones or some HREs or something. Some absolutely gigantic wheels on this thing. I kind of want to put them on. It'll just be like so funny looking. These actually don't even look too bad. These ones, I think. Yeah, I'm putting these on. What's the biggest we can go in size? Wait, we can make this smaller. That's actually a very cool thing. If you're building anything for off-road events or whatever, if you're putting like really knobbly tires on it, lowering the size of the wheels, very cool. I like that. That's a really good option. We can only go 21s on the front and the rear. I thought we were gonna be making a little bit more fun out of this car, but I guess not. 295s on the rear is kind of decent already. We'll put 305s because why not? And 295s on the front. We'll keep that the way it is. As for engine swaps, we can actually do, what's this? Wide body? Ew, wow. I'm not gonna do that because that also gives it a lift kit, alright? I don't like. I mean, the wide body is cool and all, but does it actually give it a lift kit? How does it make it? What? I'm hella confused here. How does it make this lighter by having a lift kit on it and a wide body? Should I put it on just for a laugh? I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on just for a laugh because it just looks so stupid. I feel like I'm wasting money here, but I don't think so. Power-wise, I think we could just kind of work from what we have already. 6-speed, sure. Race travel line, sure. Like 90 grand is a lot of money to spend on this thing. Wait, well, the diff is the same. Did they change the price? Because the race diff used to be, watch, if you see, the race diff used to be 2250, now it's 2500. That doesn't matter. Off-road diff is what we're picking anyway. Brakes. Brakes are useful, but are they that useful though when they're sliding around? Not really. Wait, can we? Oh my god, I don't even have drift suspension on it. Oh, we don't even have drift suspension on it. I'm definitely putting the off-road suspension because if it's the same as the older games, we should have more steering angle with the off-road suspension. Bro, there is no drift suspension on this thing. We have no extra steering angle. And I've turned this thing into rear-wheel drive. Okay, I might have to refrain from doing that. It's just gonna be really bad. It's just not gonna be good. I'm putting it back to all-wheel drive. And I'm doing that on purpose. Like, the main reason. If it had drift suspension, I'd be perfectly fine with keeping this thing, or making it rear-wheel drive, but it doesn't. So I'm not going to. It just feels odd. It'll just feel so odd. And I feel like I'll end up spinning out. Yeah, see, the race diff is 2250 here. Anyway, off-road diff, whatever. We have a lot of money to spend anyway, right now. We're finished with that. Now, slap some more power onto this thing. I think we can add as much power as we want. 90 grand is pretty much out of our... Well, not out of our budget, but we can pretty much max this thing out with the standard engine that's in it. With the Hemi. And I think we're good, right? We're still way in budget. I think if we engine swap this thing, actually, we might be out of budget. So, we're pretty much done. It looks like this. It's an absolute monstrosity of a thing. 1,848 kilos. We dropped a lot of weight. And we also went up by about 300 and something horsepower. So, okay. That's not bad. I'm still kind of disappointed that we don't have drift suspension on it. We're kind of stuck just driving this thing around with no drift suspension. Okay. How am I going to build this thing properly? I'm definitely going to bring the PSI up as high as possible. Gears, we'll see how these work. Why is this gear so incredibly... Actually, you know what? I'm going to use 6 gears. I'm going to use only 6. There's no point in using 8 for drifting. Completely pointless. Stretch my sixth a little bit. Okay, we'll see what that's like. Alignment. I'm gonna probably just copy a setup here. Like for drifting. Like basically if you had drift suspension, it'll do something like this. Anyway. Right. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I'm done. I just made it so it wants to oversteer very easily. That's the thing. It's actually not bad. Gear ratios are really long, I think. Oh man. Okay, the handbrake fully sends this thing. Riding on a handbrake is not going to be fun on it. Again, I need to also remember that I do not have a drift suspension. Look, the handbrake just sends it sideways. I still made it more rear biased than 50-50, which is what we started off with the torque differential. It actually seems underpowered. Weirdly enough, this actually seems underpowered. I brought tire pressures as high as possible. I made it so it wants to oversteer all the time with the suspension, the toe setup, and the toe setup and the suspension setup itself. I made it so it like throws its weight around a little bit. I cannot believe that this thing is lacking power. It's got over 1,000 horsepower. I know it still weighs like 1,800 kilos, but still. Wow. Look, it just doesn't want to spin its wheels. Very weird. Alright, well, I made my gear ratios a little bit shorter. It doesn't help that I'm smashing into the guardrail, but I feel like it revs up a little easier. It does want to keep going, like, out a little bit more. Like I said, I made this so it wants to, like, oversteer very easy. And it's fine, I just feel like it's a little underpowered. Maybe because it's so heavy? Maybe that's why it feels like this? I don't know. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. See how many points we can squeeze out with this absolute weird monstrosity thing. Even going downhill, it just seems like it just doesn't want to rev out all the way. Oh my god. Okay. Almost lost all my points. Because I set it a bit too hard. See, there's where drift suspension comes in. That's twice now. That's where drift suspension comes in so handy. That extra steering angle helps a ton. Like a huge amount. Like, even here, bro. That's mad. That is mad how hard this is to drive without drift suspension. I just can't have a lot of angle. Now, could you imagine if this was rear-wheel drive? That would be impossible. At least with all-wheel drive, I can have a little bit of power going to the front wheels, you know, and it helps me pull myself out of the corners and that, but if this was rear-wheel drive and pushing myself along, those front wheels would not have a chance to help me save my slides. At all. I'd end up going sideways and that's it. Spin out every time. The corners like this, perfectly fine. I think the angle's good. Careful now. Careful now. It's a good slide. It's a good slide. Okay, now it seems a little bit more natural because we're going downhill. See the downhill sections? It feels like it's at home. That's so smooth. I was gonna, yeah, fourth it just isn't it. Even though I stretch my gears out, I don't think fourth it just doesn't like it. Careful now. Only 600,000 points here? I mean, listen, it could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What a weird, weird car to give me for drifting. I mean, obviously the game doesn't know, but like, the randomness of it all is what makes it a lot of fun. Trying to build something around the randomness that we got, you know? That's what's fun about the Wheelspin builds. Careful, careful, careful. Keep it in the point-getting zone, please. I'm talking to myself here, by the way. Careful. Okay, nice. Okay. Clean. Definitely pulling a milli points. Definitely getting a milli. I was a bit skeptical, to be honest with you, earlier on, especially because the first part of this track is kind of level and a little uphill. Like, you're coming downhill, but like there's a section of it where you're kind of going uphill, and I was a little skeptical that this was not going to be able to pull a milli points, but somehow did it. Yeah, weirdly enough. It's so odd, bro. Like, it's such a weird build. No drift suspension. Yeah, it definitely needs more power, I think. I think with a lot more power comes a lot more response. No. With a lot more power, I think this will be much easier to slide around. Even at this stage that it's built at right now, even with the suspension setup and all that. Did you see how much I was struggling there? I was flooring it, by the way. Look, I'm still flooring it. Still flooring it. Still flooring it. Still flooring it. Hasn't hit limiter yet. And then we send it into the drink. That's fine. Okay, well. Let's pull something else. Let's use the super wheel spins this time. This will be a lot different because we have a couple more things to mess around with. Here's the wheel. Boom. What are we landing on? It's a little laggy again. There's no way it's drift again, bro. Seriously? Seriously? We got 2 drifts? Okay. I swear. I swear. Please, game. We got a Datsun 510 as our build, and then the Taycan S gets sold. It's always the car that's the furthest to the left. That's our build. So the Datsun 510 is what we're building, and the Taycan S gets sold, and that is the budget for our build. So the Taycan S plus 5k, that gets added. We have 97.5k, right? 97,500 credits to build a Datsun that would absolutely humiliate this Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk. Watch this. The Datsun 510 is sick. I love it, especially at top B class. If you want to race this thing at the top B class. Super sick car. But yeah, this is nice. I'm actually happy with this one. The other one, I was a bit skeptical with, but with this one, all this money to spend on building it up, I think this is gonna be a good car. I think this is gonna be a really good car. The thing is though, I kind of want to try build this one for something else. Yes, it is gonna be for drifting, but I want to build it for something like, for a much tighter track, right? If that makes sense. So I don't want to give it like 5 billion horsepower. But I do want to, you know, make it so it's able to go sideways. It's able to do some cool things. So that's what I'm going to do here. So again, we have a lot of money to spend. So definitely getting this thing to have a wide body. That looks clean. We can put a Skyline engine in it. RB. Sure. Why not? We have a lot of power with that. I'm keeping this thing rear wheel drive as well. Front engine rear wheel drive. We'll mess around with all that as well in a sec. We can get rid of the chrome bars. We can do that. That's very cool. That's disgusting. Do that for the rear as well, and we definitely need some better tires for this thing as well. I think we're probably going to stick to the snow tires. I think the snow tires do a really good job at handling this thing. I'm also going to give it some nice thick boy tires on the front end. Maybe some 205s in the front end. Probably do 205s all the way around, to be honest with you. Oh, we can do 225s in the rear. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? And then for the wheels, we'll try find something that suits this car. I actually really like these little Speedline Corsa wheels. They just look so cute, in white especially. I'm gonna make them slightly bigger. We'll go with 15s. I think 15s all the way around looks kind of clean. I don't really want to have them like absolute massive wheels, but it looks a little clean like that. Okay, and now we pretty much build this thing up. We give it all the power that it needs. Like I said, it doesn't really need a lot of horsepower, but we're gonna give it nice good amount of power. Same with the diff. I'm gonna put a race diff on it. We'll adjust that anyway. Afterwards, brakes, we can give it some better brakes as well. I'm already really happy with the power that this thing makes anyway. Oh, that looks so good lowered, man. And getting rid of the chrome bar as well at the front, it just makes the wheels like feel like they stick out even more than what they actually are already. Like 300 horsepower on this car, especially like this, it just looks so good. Or sorry, not looks, but it looks like it's gonna be really, really good. That's such a cool little build. Twin turbo as well. I wish you could single turbo swap this. I feel like that would be really nice. What does it sound like? Not bad. That's still the best sound. It's still the best sound. We've had different... I've made videos. I think even my R34 Skyline that I have with the MMP3 paint code for it. It sounds like this. And it sounds unbelievably good. I don't really like the pops and bangs. I wish that we didn't have those, but it sounds unbelievably good. I think sub 400 horsepower, something like this is actually very much worth it on this car. I think this could be really, really nice to drive, especially on like a tighter track, which is exactly what I'm going to be bringing this out for. So we're definitely under budget right now. The thing is though, usually what I like to do with these builds is like try to build it up to the budget, if that makes sense. So like if I have like 90 whatever grand to spend, unfortunately for me, I should be building it up to that, right? I can't just build it under. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. Unfortunately, I don't really want to, but I have to do it. What are we at now? 90,000. Well, we need 97,500, right? That's the case here. There we go. We're done. Bro, this makes way too much power. It's way too much. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. It's just too much. It is just too much power. But that's the thing though, right? Like, for the other build, for the Jeep, we built it as powerful as we could with the budget we had. But then with this thing, like, I don't even know what to do to it now. Because I absolutely ruined the whole process of this thing. Because I was thinking, like I said, we could probably bring this thing on a nice little track. I'm still going to bring it on a nice little track, but like, it makes way too much power now. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about it. Okay, I went to the design and paints because there's so many different colors for this car available, which is very, very cool. I want to paint this something different. This looks good. I like that blue. The yellow could look nice as well on it. It's just I want a color that kind of represents this car. I actually really like that blue. I'm gonna go back to it. Look how good it looks. Even the navy looks badass, but like this just looks good. I'm gonna paint it this, especially with the white wheels and all the little red accents everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but like with the intercooler and everything, the little radiator at the front. Well, we're here. This is it. I'm barely accelerating, bro. This is like, that was like 30% throttle. Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, it sounds so good though. I love the RV sound in this with the race exhaust. It's a little jumpy though. Third gear spins, fourth gear spins, fifth gear spins, sixth gear spins. No gear is safe. Oh, but the control is there. It's so good. Oh, this is like the opposite of what we've driven with the Jeep. Seriously. It is the complete opposite. I have so much control over it. It's so little, so lightweight. The track width, no, sorry, not the track width, but the distance between the front wheels and the rear wheels being so short as well, just makes this so agile. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. I've always loved the Datsun 510, always. Alright, there's some of them that I have here. Drift LP Compound is a very good one. Hokkaido Toga is very good as well. There has to be one more. Ultimate Drift Track Challenge, I think. Is that one or this one? It's one of these two, and I can't remember which one. Ultimate Drift Track Challenge. I think this is the really small one. But there's one of them that I really like, because you need like a lot of throttle control with Master. Especially this thing, which is almost a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Let's see if this is the one that I'm thinking of. Yes. Yes, this is the one that I'm thinking of. The one that starts you like facing into these like signs. This is definitely the one that I'm thinking of. 100%. So you drift inside of the stadium here. That is the thing. I can't put it in reverse because it was stuck doing the whole launch control thing, but it wouldn't let me put it in reverse. So I need to go over through these signs. I've showcased this map before on the channel, by the way, and I've driven it a bunch of different times. So if you want to see this this video on the channel or where I drove it, just go find it. Seriously, because there's no chance I'm finding this thing. I've driven it ages ago, like a long time ago. This is a user submitted map, by the way. One of you guys sent me this. And I'm pretty impressed. It has like 90,000 plays, doesn't it? Yes, this is the one. Yeah, look at it. It's just a maze of really, really tight turns and really small like sections and stuff. You can't actually, there's no like little radar thing, I guess, or whatever. It's not on the mini map, but it's so easy and intuitive to drive on. Yeah, we just don't need this much power. Oh my god, even the handbrake works so well, bro. This is such a good car. How quickly it changes direction as well. I feel like I could have driven this thing down the actual main maps, like Kara Este Drift Zone, and I should be able to control it and handle it really well. I just wanted to build it for something like this. I just completely forgot about our rules. So the rules are you actually have to spend that money. I can't just be like, you know, building this car. Yes, I build it. If I build it for a top of a class, that's fine, right? Because that's something that I can make like kind of competitive, if that makes sense, right? So let's say I get a race build and I get like 90k, but to build it to the top of A class, for example, would be I don't know, it'll be like 75k. Like that 15k is fine because that 15k won't bring me to the top of S1. It would end up bringing me to like, you know, S1 like, let's say whatever, 815 or something like that, you know what I mean? But for stuff like this, where class doesn't really matter too much. Bro, this is so easy to drive. It's such a good car to like practice like throttle control in. Because it's just so much power. I don't think not once have I floored it, by the way. Not once. I wonder if I can bring up the little graph actually. Here I actually do have to floor it. I also need to pay attention. Sorry, not pay attention to the thing where I where it shows me how much throttle I'm putting in. Third gear is just perfect for this track. Like, there's no point of even changing gear. Here, let's try a bit of second, just in case. Nah, third. That's mad. I'm paying attention to my steering as well a little bit because it's so assisted. So obvious how assisted it is. But sometimes it won't let you like go full. See, like right here, like my... Oh, I think we finished the track. Like, you can see what I'm trying to... If I'm steering a lot of the times, like, all the way to the left, and it's, like, not letting me go all the way to the left. But you can see how assisted drifting it is on controller. Like, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. You'll never have, like, full-on one-to-one controls. I don't think so. I don't think you'll ever have one-to-one controls. It'll be impossible. It's like driving in a Assetto Corsa. I don't know if you've ever played a Assetto Corsa with one-to-one controls on your controller, especially early gen Assetto Corsa before they had like controller support, any sort of controller support. And you try to drive it, you literally have to try and in your head think of how you drive with a wheel, and then you kind of have to see if you can do that on a controller, right? Try the same steering inputs, the same throttle inputs, same clutch inputs, all that sort of stuff, but you have to try it on a controller, and it's the weirdest thing in the world. Trying to play like that. Now you can like custom map so many things, and you can change the gamma and sensitivity and everything like that on controller. Actually, now more than ever, Assetto Corsa is so customizable and so easy to play on controller. Compared to back in the day when I remember playing it for the very first time on controller, and I was like, oh my god, this is like just an absolute mess to play. Bro, I really love this little car, genuinely. I might finish off this video here, just because... I've already done a whole loop of this thing, and you guys have seen how this thing drives. I spun it out for the first time. I didn't know how much angle I can hold through cockpit view. Yeah, I like it a lot. Well, that's it for today's video. We got 2 drift builds for today's video, interestingly enough. A lot of the time we don't really get any more drift builds anymore on the channel, right, for these. I think most of the time that we end up doing these, we always get like either something for rally or for cross country. We've done even a couple of rock rolling videos, but I don't think we've had many drift videos come out of the wheel spins. Not for a while anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the video here. Thank you for watching, everybody. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, before subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed it as well. All the support matters and it counts greatly, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, little Datsun 510 is an absolute monster. What a beast of a car. Like I said, I don't think we've ever built this thing for drifting in this game. But I definitely do remember building this thing for other things, but I don't know if it was in this game that we ended up building it for drifting, or if it was a different game. But I do remember sliding this thing at some point, and I don't know if it was for a video or if it was just for myself to try it out. But this is for racing. I ended up building one of these things to the top of B-Class that you've seen it. The other one that I own. And yeah, that thing absolutely rips on B-Class. It's just so much fun to drive. Really, really good car. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody. Peace out.